Hey, what up everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here today, and this guy's making an appearance here. Somebody left this on my car for me today. I came out here on my lunch, and here's Jesus. And basically the only thing that it made me think about was the upcoming Hell in the Cell pay-per-view. I know that's a horrible thing to think of, but basically thinking all about the Demon Kane and Seth Rollins match. And I'm trying to make a way to sort of spin this for Seth Rollins, basically saying that this is a good match for him to be in. Honestly, if you think about it, the last few months for Seth Rollins have not been that good, besides for beating Sting at Night of Champions. He keeps on battling against John Cena on television on pay-per-view. I honestly can't remember him winning that very many matches except for that Sting match since about SummerSlam in my mind. And that's not a good place for the WWE champion to be in. That's a pretty soft spot for your champion to be going into a pay-per-view, and he's on a few-month losing spree of losing on television. He's losing at house shows. He's losing on pay-per-view. Normally, even if you have a heel champion who is slimy, he does cheat to find a way to find a victory. And this is something that Seth Rollins has not been able to do. We've seen him stripped of basically Corporate Kane is no longer in his corner because he's going to be going up against the Demon Kane. J&J Security, they aren't hanging around anymore ever since running into Brock Lesnar. And Big Show, he basically left the Authority a long time ago, and I don't really know if the Big Show is a babyface or the Big Show is a heel, but I'm sort of surprised at the way they've used the Big Show as of late, using him a lot in those Intercontinental title feuds and things like that, Seth Rollins hasn't got a one-up on the Big Show, trying to put him down, and used him to get some sort of a victory to spark what's going on in his wrestling career, I guess you can say right now. But some people are down on Rollins because it's sort of bad when you have a champion on top and the guy can't win a match to save his life, but yet he's been champion since WrestleMania 31. There's talk out there that people think he's just the champion, just they keep the title on him, and he would beat CM Punk's title reign just because they are trying anything they can do to erase the memory of CM Punk and erase the memory of AJ Lee. Honestly, when it comes down to it, in my mind, you're not going to erase those two. They were two very wildly popular wrestlers, one in the Diva division, one in the male division. CM Punk was a guy that they tried their best to do everything they could to hold him down, but he basically rose up on his own. If you think about 2011, how many pay-per-views and how many television shows you watched CM Punk lose before finally becoming the #1 contender and going after John Cena's belt at Money in the Bank. And it seems like out of the middle of nowhere, he became one of the hottest things in professional wrestling just because of one show, and then they were never able to really capitalize on it. I mean, SummerSlam, Punk versus John Cena with Triple H as the special guest referee. It drew a big number, but then right out of the gate, I mean, you had Alberto Del Rio cash in because of Kevin Nash, and then you were on to John Cena going up against Alberto Del Rio, and all of the WWE Championship thoughts were in that match. Well, no, fuck, I fucked that up because Punk won. Oh, Del Rio, yeah. Cena became the #1 contender to go after Del Rio, and then Punk was left to be booked into a match with Kevin Nash. Never happened, and ended up fighting Triple H in Night of Champions. So it was almost like you just knocked him down a peg right out of the bat for being so popular. But when you look at Rollins, I mean, obviously you got to think that him going in to the match against Kane is going to be an easy victory, I guess you can say. I mean, they've been building up Kane for a while, but when you think about Kane, you're not really thinking he's going to win, are you? I mean, Adam, the Boston Brothers, you really think he's going to win? I don't think he's going to win. I don't think there's a chance in hell. The closest he's going to come to winning that championship is when he's been holding it up on Monday Night Raw the last few weeks. I don't think there's a chance in hell that he's going to win. I mean, Rollins definitely is going to get the win against here, and then there's not a lot of guys at the top of the card right now. I don't even know where Rollins goes with a feud off of this. I mean, I've been thinking for a while that Rollins would have a match against Triple H, and I thought that would happen at Survivor Series, but I'm not really sure that that's going to happen from here. There's just some people out there holding on to the fact that they think that Rollins is going to have a match against The Rock at Survivor Series. Could happen. I don't know, but You know, I don't think you're going to put John Cena back into that feud against Rollins as well. Well, he's going to be gone anyways after Hell in a Cell. So, I mean, like, is Ambrose going to become your #1 contender again? Are you finally going to give Roman Reigns a title shot after, you know, him losing at WrestleMania? I don't think that he's got a title shot since then, but I might have been wrong. Somewhere along the line, he might have been like a 4-way or something like that, but I can't think of anything off the top of my head. But Kane versus Rollins definitely should get Rollins pointed in the right direction and being a winning champion yet once again, but we will see.